It is time for 친구 talk with Melisa. How are you doing?
Well,
You good?
you know, I thought my voice sounded bad, but when you have this singing voice, now I feel better.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Back to normal.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
the pirate voice was probably better.
you think it was a good take?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think so.
I'll,
think so.
I'll come back to my regular voice.
Okay.
But speaking of bad voices and things in our throats, maybe because it's the bad air quality outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super bad.
Super bad. And
Why are more people not sensitive?
no, at this point, I mean, Jang PD was saying just a few minutes ago before you came in that his eyes were hurting. And that something's in his throat, and it's probably because of the bad air outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. My eyes feel drier today a little bit, but it's
they
not
do.
like I notice it like right away type of thing. But
okay.
yeah, all the guests that have come in today, including Hong Dang, Jennifer Nim, they all said they're not feeling really good right now because of the air outside.
Okay. Because actually outside, I don't see that many people wearing masks in the areas that I'm in.
Oh.
And so I'm like, how do you breathe?
Yeah.
Like, why is it just me that's like, I can't breathe. I'm dying. Yeah. Anyway,
So,
am I
yeah.
getting too old?
No.
Sad.
The Environment Corporation, Busan Environment Corporation, they actually issued a warning. So if you are going to be outside today, please do make sure to
wear
wear
a
a mask.
good mask.
filtered mask.
A good mask that fits to your face really well.
Is it KF95?
Yeah, KF94.
94. I was thinking of N95. KF94. Wear that one.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
what we need.
Yes. All right. Well, you're here for 친구 talk. This is 친구 talk with Melisa. It's all about ridiculous controversies, and listeners might be curious why that is.
Yeah, in this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. Of course, throughout the segment, we want to hear your views. If you've got Begon, you can send in your messages to shop 9050, or for no money at all, you can comment on our YouTube live stream or send us a Kakao Talk message. Yes.
That is right. So, what's the topic for today?
Yeah, so we're less than a week away from midterms, which is 중간고사,
Oh,
right?
no, yes.
So students from 중학생 all the way up to 대학생, they're spending some long hours in the 도서관, right? Some people are there for like 10 hours,
yeah.
right? They have reserved seats and everything. It's intense, but what exactly are they doing there?
They have reserved seats in the library?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know
I
there's
never had reserved seats in my library back when I was in college.
in Canada or in Korea?
Canada.
Well, see, I feel like that's because we don't really study like they study here.
No. No, don't. I went to libraries to study.
Really?
Yeah, even if it's just like for half an hour, you know?
You went there for half an hour to study. How much studying you getting done in half an hour?
Well, when I was doing my undergrad studies, I didn't study a whole lot, and
Okay.
so I averaged a pretty low GPA.
Oh.
But I did try to check out all the libraries there because I heard of one library, they provide pure oxygen
What?
to this particular section in the library.
Why?
And
Are
I
you going to
found-
hike the Himalayas?
So
Why do you need
I found
pure
out that
oxygen?
it was only reserved for postdoctorate students.
Oh.
So if you are doing a PhD or plus researcher there at the University of Ottawa that I went to, you have this special access to this room in a library that provides like 95% oxygen or something like that, some
Okay.
ridiculous number.
Wow.
And it provides, extra oxygen to your brain so that you can study better apparently.
I have, I learned something new. I've never heard of that before.
This was like years ago, like more than a decade ago.
Wow.
And they had that fancy tech there, right? So I was like, oh, I want to check it out. So when I went, though, I didn't have the access card. You needed the access card.
You should have made friends with a postdoc student.
I know, right?
You could have gotten the friend pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's reserved seats here. I don't think they got the oxygen. So, but but people are in the library a lot. But I have personally seen not a lot of studying going on
what are they
in the
doing there?
libraries here.
They're doing 공기 던지기.
See, this is my question.
Yeah.
So, listeners, question is two parts today. I want to know, be honest, 거짓말 아니야, what percentage of your time in the library was spent on random stuff besides studying? Like, and also, what did you actually do in the library? If you're not studying, what you doing in there for like 10 hours?
네, 도서관 가서 실제로 10시간 동안 공부를 하셨습니까? 아니면 딴짓을 하셨습니까?
Yes.
솔직하게 문자 보내주십시오. Text us what you guys did in the library. Did you guys actually study for 10 hours straight? Or do you guys do something else? Maybe play on your phone?
Yeah.
Watch K-drama on your phone, acting like you're studying, but you're really not?
Right?
Yeah.
All these things.
What do you think people do?
Well, you know, I was actually in Gyeongsangdae Dosagwan many years ago because my friends were studying there. They asked me to wait for them. But the interesting was, first of all, there was like 3 or 4 friends with me. Only one of them was actually a Gyeongsangdae 학생.
Okay.
The others, they were like Busandae or Donga. So right away, like that doesn't happen in the U.S., right? Like
yeah.
I don't know if you can't, but you don't really go to a different university's library to study.
Yeah, I've never been to. I actually only went to my friend's university once to have a drink with him at his, you know.
You were drinking in the library.
No.
Okay.
At like a local pub. In the
so
in the
you met
campus.
at the library.
No, we didn't meet at the library. I
What?
don't.
What? What is happening here? Okay.
No, you're just basically saying what you were saying is you don't normally go to your friend's college campus.
I see.
You know.
I see.
Yeah.
Was there a bar on campus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was not a dry campus.
Dry campus?
Yeah. Oh, you've never heard of this? Is this not a thing in Canada? In the U.S., there are some dry campuses.
Oh, I don't want to go
and
to
then
dry campuses.
a wet campus.
Oh.
So if it's a dry campus, you can't have any sul, like in the dormitory or, you know, like you can't be
Really?
drinking in a picnic on campus.
Oh, interesting.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I just never heard of the term before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a thing in Canada.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anywho,
So,
talk about libraries. You could keep talking about. I keep interrupting you. Sorry
No,
about
no,
that.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I was there, I was in the library watching a movie. I still remember the movie. Sound of Fire. Top from Big Bang was in it. That's the only reason I watched it. Big fan of Top.
Yeah.
But yeah, like many students were in there doing the same thing, just watching movies. So
Yeah.
I thought, like, when people tell their parents, I have to go to the library, like, are they actually going to just go there to uncomfortably watch movies under the guise of studying? Is that how this works?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I actually did go to a library to watch a movie with a friend of mine. Yeah, we were in the same department. We
okay.
initially started off studying the same subject together.
Okay.
But after our attention span was pretty short at the time.
Okay.
Still to this day, I'm pretty short. But 40 minutes into studying, we're like, let's take a break. So we hopped onto the computer and then we watched this K-drama together.
So you study for 40 minutes and then you take like a 2-hour break.
Nah, 3-4 hour break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof, not much studying done.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So then, like, was it because you're too poor to go to the movie theater or, you know, to go somewhere comfortable? So you just sat
Free
in the
internet.
library?
You know, back then, years
boy.
ago, you know,
Okay. Years ago. Back in the olden days,
back when
your
3G,
latte men.
2G, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
yeah, when data was special. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
We
Back
had
in the
to,
day.
we had to really take full advantage of our student ID cards.
Okay. So you were using their internet so you could use
Exactly.
it for free.
See, we had 고수님 texting in saying 도서관은 저에게 우정을 더욱 돈독하게 쌓게 해준 장소예요. It's a place where he was able to build quality relationship with his friends. 친구들과 만나기로 해서 도서관에 가서 책 펴고 라면 먹고 음료수 마시고 새로운 친구를 찾기도 한 곳이에요. 딱 한 번 놀았어요. Oh, only hung out there once, he said.
Oh.
But for him, a library was a place to make new friends.
I like that.
But he only went once. So
He was successful.
Yeah.
One shot, one kill. You go there, you make your friends, you go home.
Good point.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's very helpful then. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, and Sung Eden tuning in, texting in as well, saying it's really nice to see you on live broadcast because they actually started tuning in not too long ago. For your Busan. So welcome to the show once again, Sung Eden-님, and saying he's learning a lot through the shorts that we are putting on YouTube.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm probably really excited to see you live right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Very exciting.
Some of our videos are, hitting those 10Ks. Yeah, the multiple Ks.
That's because we talk about the ridiculous controversies.
Right.
And I feel like we can't talk about the library without the ridiculous controversies of the next level of silence that is expected.
Yeah.
Right? Because like you open up a crinkly candy wrapper in the assigned desk section, or even worse, this is what I did.
Don't do that.
But I had a clicky pencil. It ran out of
give you the
lead.
death
and
stare.
so then I had to, because you got to get the lead down there. And then everybody else in the assigned section of the library, they're like,
no, I'll be like this.
Right? They're so angry. Oh, you would go over there and tell them. I have never had people so angry about a clicky pen.
Imagine, though.
It's shocking.
You could create like a symphony of
Yeah,
clicking.
I suggested that. What if we started like a band? Like,
exactly. Let me
right? This is kind of fun. Ooh. It's like stomp. No,
Yeah.
we would be killed,
Terrible.
right? We would be kicked out of the library. We would be
Banned.
thrown in a trash can somewhere so we couldn't be heard if we made a pen clicky noise. Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly why, because, people are on Kakao Talk and they're on like Insta and they're sleeping. So many people are sleeping. Like, why is everybody sleeping in the 도서관? 허리 안 아파? 목 괜찮아? Like,
Yeah.
how are we sleeping in the library?
Maybe it's a mix of everything, like sleeping in a place that's full of other people around you gives you that sense of 안심, the sense of security that,
Really?
not that many bad people around me. Everyone's focused on their own little thing.
Okay.
And maybe, people writing on their notebooks, that scribbling sound is kind of like an ASMR sound for them. And
Really? The
gives them
writing
that-
sound?
Yeah.
And then everybody looks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've never felt that other people around you makes you comfortable to sleep. To me, that makes me uncomfortable to sleep. But
Well, like when you go to like 찜질방s and stuff.
oh, see, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like they're all
Other
kinda-
people.
you're,
Okay.
you're sleeping with other people next to you.
Okay. Well,
Maybe that's
be
the thing.
careful how you say that. Yeah.
It's a sharing culture. Sharing
It's a
culture
sharing.
is really big here in Korea.
Okay, so we share the library and we all sleep together. See, I sometimes wonder when people, like, they get the library, they reserve their seat, and then they put their textbooks down, and then they just put their head on the book. I wonder, do people think like, oh, my head's on the book, so the information just like gonna soak into my brain
Oh, you didn't know?
organically?
Oh.
Okay, that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah, Melissa.
All right, that's
Welcome
how
to
it
the
works.
21st century.
I guess. I was thinking,
Yeah.
just old school, but you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
just sleep in the library so it'll just soak into the
You gotta
brain.
use the kinetic energy,
Okay.
whatever that means.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, it's something with physics.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So we have some people who don't like the clicking sound, like Janice Nim, saying, please, I hate that clicking sound.
Very sorry, Jenny Neem.
Yeah. Cyber Blue Nim tuning in. Long time no see, my friend. Texting in saying, how's your day going so far? But also saying midterms are coming up on my side for me, so it's not that great for me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, good luck to all the students from middle school, you said, to college.
Yes, right? Because I think maybe middle school, the first year, I don't think they always have tests, but starting from the second year,
Right.
they would have some tests that they've got to get to.
Yikes.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
So a lot of stress for people studying for the midterms.
Yes,
Middle
for the
terms,
midterm. Because I
yeah.
think in Korea, isn't it like middle test?
중간고사.
Yeah, middle test. So
Yeah.
anyway, midterms.
Midterms.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close. But yeah. So I'm curious, David, did you actually be
Study?
quiet and study in your library in Canada?
So I think I remember the libraries that I went to in Canada. There were mix of different types of libraries. There's like a library where you can kind of talk
Okay.
quietly, like whisper library, and there's one that's like for researchers, like they're like absolutely
So it was
completely
like
silent.
It was totally separated.
Right. And then there's one that's like a computer library where people can, because like keyboards make a lot of sounds.
Okay.
So there's like a library full of computers where you can, make typing noises like,
Okay. Freely.
and you can probably click pens there as well, as much as you want.
Because we don't have the cover for the keyboard in North America. At least I've never seen
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
there is
yeah,
in
yeah.
Korea. There's the keyboard cover, so it's quieter.
Yeah. The cover makes it quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And you hear more clicky sounds in North America for sure. And you can
We
see
hear-
all the dirty things that are in between the cracks.
All the-
so
all
I've
the
seen
stuff.
some people bring in their own keyboards too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's next level. Why not?
Just for hygiene, sanitary purposes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the sniffing, right?
Yeah.
But in Korea, if you blow your nose, that's like rude, right?
it?
Yeah, it's rude. I was told before it's like really rude to blow your nose, like especially at the table, but other situations people don't like it. So actually in the middle of tests before, I've walked around with tissues and like given them to students, like giving them the message, blow your nose, and they didn't. They just for an hour. And I was like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
not a student, so maybe they think that's more polite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. This is,
Maybe it's a culture difference thing.
because in the U.S., when students did that in class, that's like the clicky pen equivalent in Korea. Clicky pen, everybody in Korea is angry. In America, somebody in class, everybody, blow your nose, right? Everybody's upset.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that.
You don't want to do that in a public space.
Yeah.
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 No. Nothing of sort.
Nothing of sorts. Yeah.
And if you're going to be taking a nap, no snoring. That's not allowed.
Well, that's kind of hard to control, but yeah. But actually, I really didn't use the library in my university very much. So like, I don't know about fancy, expensive private schools like, Harvard or whatever. But I went to 그냥 일반 공립대학.
Okay.
I went to the library like 3 times. We had it all in just one building, like first floor, like group projects. It's noisy all the time. And then second floor is like you pretend to study until you see somebody you know, right? You're just like pretending to study, and then you're like, hey,
Melissa,
Crystal,
yo,
what are you
what's
doing?
up?
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, am I busy? No, I'm not doing anything. Let's go get dinner, right? And then the third floor was the quote-unquote quiet floor, but it's not like Korea level quiet. You had like the little,
Chit chat happening here and there.
not exactly chit chat, but like, clicky pen you wouldn't notice because it's not totally silent.
I see.
Yeah.
I guess maybe even the librarians were saying things
Yeah.
like, oh, this one goes to aisle A or C.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rolly cart to put the books back. We have so much ASMR in this.
Right.
Yes.
So
yes.
much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, I guess we're reminding them of the good old days when we went to college, when we went to libraries. Jenny님 saying, 도서관 옆 식당이 돈가스가 맛있어가지고 a lot of people went to libraries because of the food maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, 돈가스 instead of eating ramen.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Instead of 돼지국밥 with no 다대기.
Thank you for remembering. I feel very special. Yes. Yes.
It's one of the popular videos on our YouTube channel.
But okay, I'm really curious. So I guess you didn't realize there was the library desk reservation system.
I didn't know.
Here in Korea, there is. You have to have like the student ID card and you reserve your desk. And this is really hottem, right? The hot item.
Okay.
Everybody wants these desks. But the thing is, if you have your own 도서관 자리, then you just like leave. and you, I don't know, you go get some donkas or you, I don't know, smoke or whatever. What if somebody's like, you know what, you're gone too long. Can I just steal your desk?
But then I'm sure when you make that reservation online or whatever system you're using, you can reserve for a time period, right?
Right, but it makes me think of the illegally parked cars. If the cha is not in the 주차장, 7분 is the time limit, right? You take a picture,
but
wait 7분, another picture, 경찰 will
that's
come.
different. That's different.
But they're taking up prime real estate in the library.
But at least for the reservation on the system, you reserve for a certain hour, right?
So you think they should not be kicked out of their hatem 도서관자리 for not using it properly?
Or maybe you can make a suggestion to the university. You should 이거 몇 시간 제한.
Okay.
Like limitation. Like a 3-hour cap per student per day per seat.
Oh.
Maybe you should make that suggestion. Yeah.
Do people read the suggestions in the suggestion box? Is
I
this
hope
going to
they
happen?
do. I hope they do.
I have a feeling people wouldn't like that, but you know, it makes me curious. Like, is this a frustrating thing for people who are trying to study and they're like, oh man, somebody got the good seat.
I know.
I want that seat.
Well, listeners, if you have any suggestions, any opinions, let us know because we don't know all the answers to this.
Yes, we just
are
have so
full of
many questions.
Exactly. So text us and let us know. And I'm sorry if I couldn't get to read all of your text messages. We've got lots of involvement, but unfortunately, we have to slowly wrap things up and say goodbye as well.
Yes, we do. Time flies.
Time flies. We were talking for half an hour straight.
Look at us.
I know,
Watch
right?
us go.
Yeah, woohoo. All right, thanks for coming in once again.
It's my pleasure.
See you next week.
Yes, we
And
will
I
see you
hope
next
you
week.
feel better soon.
Thank
To
you.
throw in all that stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah. Everyone, if you are going to be out and about, wear that